So this is what I have going on today. Is obviously, if you can tell by the title, it's an updated foundation routine and a really quick neutral eye. This is kind of the makeup look I have been going to lately because I have been busy and in a hurry and just crazy. I'm using pretty much all new products except for like one or two in this video, especially for my face. So if you guys want to see how I do my face, keep on watching, and if you want to see how I got this look for my eyes, even keep on watching after the face. I've already washed my face, and to do that I used the Alba Botanic Acne Dote face and body scrub. It's just really finely milled and it's super inexpensive and I love it for like the price point. It's great. And then I went ahead and moisturized with my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. And I've actually kind of already like started making a dent in this, finally. Like for a while there I felt like I wasn't using anything because it just stayed in the bottle. And then under my eyes I put the Even Better Eyes by Clinique. It's just an eye brightener and I haven't used it in a while. I'm not really sure why. I forgot to say that I've already primed my face with the Kors Anti-Aging Primer. I got another sample and I'm probably going to have to break down and buy an actual size of this. I just love it that much. Anyway, the foundation I have been using is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation and my shade is 1.0. And you have to shake this before you use it. I already did that. What I've been doing is I just pump a pump at a time, or put a pump at a time on the back of my hand, and I use my Real Techniques buffing brush to kind of just stipple that on the skin. I find this definitely applies better when you kind of push it onto the skin first and then kind of buff it around. And you can see how much of the redness that this covers. Like I really feel like it evens skin tone, or my skin tone, out right away. It does definitely cover redness very well for being, what is it, like a light to medium coverage, I would say, foundation. And it's buildable, and it has, like I said before, replaced my MAC Studio Fix Fluid. Once I've buffed all my foundation in, and I normally take a second layer over like the tops of my cheeks and kind of around my chin, just where there's any stubborn redness peeking through, so after all that, I take MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC15, because I feel like this just matches my skin better, or matches this foundation the best. I just on my ring finger take and push that over any blemishes that I have, because I feel like this is my favorite concealer for covering my blemishes. Once I've finished putting that concealer on, I go to a brightening concealer, and this is the concealer I've been using under my under eyes, and this is the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer. It's a very light concealer, but it packs a decent amount of coverage in it, and I just dot it under my eyes like this and then pull it down onto my cheekbone. And so just in that motion I do that under my eye, and then I take my Real Techniques Dome Shadow Brush, and not really blending but spreading the product where I want it. So just in that general area is where I want that product to sit. Then I go in with my ring finger and just really make sure that that blends into the rest of my skin. Then I set under my eyes first, and I use my Real Techniques setting brush and Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I just take a little bit of that, tap off any excess, and just pat that just like so under my eyes, and I bring it down a little bit on my cheekbones, not too much. The rest of my face I have been using the Clinique Blended Face Powder in the Transparency Neutral shade. I don't know if you can see that. It's just like a loose transparent powder that has a little bit of color to it. I just put it on a big powder brush and just push that over the rest of my face to set all of my makeup. Contour, since it's winter and moving in, or not winter, but moving into fall and winter, I wanted something that wasn't so orangey toned, and I was like, all of my bronzers are orange. So a couple weeks ago I went on the hunt for a more brown toned or warm toned, I don't know, not orange, bronzer to contour with, and I picked up Hoola from Benefit and fell in love with it, and I've been using that to contour my face ever since. And I use the Duo Fiber contour brush from Real Techniques and just kind of pounce that in there. Make sure I take any excess off, and then just contour my face like normal. Just making the fishy face. But then to contour the rest of my face, lately I have been using my multitask brush from Real Techniques, same bronzer, and just, well, this is really just to warm up the rest of my face because this foundation is a little light for me still at the moment. So I just go around the perimeter of my face with my multitask brush. I feel like this just kind of makes my face look a little warmer without actually like super contouring my face. Next, for highlight, I have been using something different, and you're like, what? You're not using your MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in double definition? You're using something different? I know, seriously, that's what I said too. But I recently purchased this BH Cosmetics Blush Duo in the color Iris, and here is what it looks like. I'm also going to be using this blush too. I'm loving this color. This is a very pretty peachy shade that I've been using to highlight with. It's kind of dark, so it looks kind of dark in the pan, but it doesn't come off as dark on the skin. And I've been using my Real Techniques setting brush to do that, just like always. And just on the tops of the cheekbones. This is quite shimmery, but I don't feel like it's as shimmery as the MAC one. MAC one's not really shimmery, the MAC one's just super shiny. But yeah, anywhere that the sun would naturally hit is where I highlight my face. I have been using two blushes a lot lately. The first one is the Rockateur blush from Benefit, and I have just been taking that on my Real Techniques blush brush, shocker, and just really kind of swirling that on the apples of my cheeks and bringing it back into my temples as well. And then I will take this other side of the Iris Blush Duo and just very lightly tap my brush in it, because you do not need a lot of this, and just for a little more flush, just putting that on the apples of my cheeks. Just really lightly, just like that. The eye portion of this look, because who doesn't like a twofer? I've already primed my lids with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and now I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Galaxy Chic palette. I am in love with this. I think I have used it every day to do my makeup this week, or since I got it. Those are the colors. It's 18 baked eyeshadows, and it's only like $12, maybe a little more than that, something like that. But anyway, this is going to be really simple, really easy, because I am lazy. Especially today, because I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. And I've already done my brows, and I use the Urban Decay Brow Box. This might be really old. I found it in my stuff and was like, I should use this. I'm going to pick up the color, where the heck is it? The color Sun, which is this one here. And I'm just going to use my ring finger, because who needs brushes? I'm lazy. And I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. And you can see how pigmented that comes off, like, right off the bat. I love inexpensive things. And then I'm going to take my Real Techniques shading brush, same color, just run that underneath my eye. I need a smaller mirror. This is too big. I'm trying to look at the camera and be like, yeah, let me put my makeup on in this giant mirror. Because you can see that. So just running that all the way under the eye. And then I'm going to pick up the color right underneath that. It is called Saturn. It's gold. It's a light gold shot through with a light pink. which is such a cool color. And then I'm going to go just on the inner corners with that. Even though it is kind of pink, I think it kind of adds a little something, something. You know what I mean? I'm also going to take that on the outer edge just to add that pink out there. Or a little bit of that pink goldy color out there as well. Since all of these are shimmery and shiny and there's not like a matte kind of blending transition color, I'm going to use Cork from MAC, my ever trusty friend, and I'm just going to use that to blend out the edge here. Just like that. And I always keep it very round, but you can make it whatever shape you want. It is your face. Then I'm going to pick up a little bit of Mars. It looks red on camera, but it's definitely more brown. It is brown, but it's like a red toned brown instead of a blue toned brown. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that on my Real Techniques Duo Fiber brush and put that just kind of on the outer edge, very lightly, just to add a little bit more definition to the eye. And I'm also going to pick up a little bit of that on my shading brush from Real Techniques and put that on the edge of the lower lash line. Just like that. On my brow bone, I'm going to pick up a little bit more of Saturn, which is that pinky one, but kind of more in the gold part of it. And I'm just going to highlight my brow bone with that and blend out that edge. I'm just using my Real Techniques setting brush for that. Now this step is completely optional. Like, you could skip this and put mascara on and go. Like, the next two steps are probably going to be optional. But first, where is it? I'm going to take my Rimmel Scandalize nude liner and just put that in my lower waterline only. I feel like that really kind of helps to open up the eyes. And then I'm going to take, what is this? Neptune. You could even take Eclipse. This is just blue and this one's purple. But I'm going to take Neptune because I love this color. You could even use a black for this. But on my Real Techniques angled brush, I'm going to take and push that color into the roots of my lashes today instead of a black, because hey, I do what I want. I'm not going to flick it out or anything, I'm just going to keep it my eye shape. So that's what the eyes look like there with the blue, and I did run a little bit of that on my lower lash line, just the outer half of it. And now it's time for mascara. I am going to be using the Voluminous Millions Excess, what is this, L'Oreal? I think this is L'Oreal. Yeah, L'Oreal. In Blackest Black. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. And so I'm just going to curl my lashes, put my mascara on, and I'll be right back. That is the finished, updated face and quick little makeup thingy. I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful or useful in some kind of way. If you like BH Cosmetics, thumbs up this video because I love them. I will link them down below where you can get that palette if you want to check it out. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.